Let us welcome President Lee Gi-sung up to the stage with a big round of applause of gratitude and welcoming. 1616th Cheonshim Won special visual devotion. Welcome, thank you, congratulations. Today, True Mother 309th day where True Mother went to a detention center. 관악 구례 안산 Church, all these members of Heavenly Korea, offering devotion in front of the detention center. So here, today is a day of commemorating United Nations veterans to the Korean War. So Heavenly Parent moved the United Nations soldiers, saved True Father, and protected True Mother. That day, the UN veterans, the sacrifice and the courage will never be forgotten. And Heavenly Parent, the nation of God, were saved by those veterans, and the contract was made by them. So with the history of heaven, could protect True Mother, that sacrifice, the noble and sacrifice will never be forgotten and will be remembered. So the 1616 Cheonshim Won visual devotion, we will offer special devotion for them. Song In-young, Grand Church Leader, have sent the message from in front of the detention center. So today is the 1616th Cheonshim Won special visual devotion, and there were 16 countries who have joined the Korean War from the United Nations, and that's quite relatable. So all this spirit word will be mobilized 100%, and they will protect your parents. Let us offer and pile up this devotion at a physical word tonight. So every corner of the world, 19,300 spots are connected, online and offline. So Cheonwon Special District, even though today's Monday, there are 209 people who have joined. They passed over 180 people. They're now in 200. Even in a Monday night, it's such a touching moment. So many brothers and sisters offering their devotion of giving voluntary work, piling up their devotion. Our special district leader, Kwon Sung-gu, Pastor Kwon, he was looking for a bus driver. There were 10 people who have volunteered to drive the bus for the Cheonwon Special District. So I think that the devotion and a life of faith for our Cheonwon Church members are amazing. So let's give them a big round of applause. So in the past, it was difficult to find even one bus driver. There were like Iba Seigo, vice assistant pastor who have joined, who have volunteered to do a bus driver. But now there are 10 people who have volunteered to do a bus driver. That's amazing and grateful. The Cheonsin Grand Church 48, Iksan 46, Heavenly Korea Churches, YouTube 3,840, Heavenly Japan, Nagano, 3 different spots, 35 people joining, Kamikawa Church 13, Higashi 10. And there are 14,207 families have joined, who's joining the Cheonshim Won Special Visit Devotion. In South Africa, in West Africa, Benin, there is a Yongsong workshop. So, in the West Africa branch, they are doing Mind and Body Unity 8-day workshop. There's so many people, brothers and sisters, gathering in Benin. 96 people joining in West Africa. So we have to give them a big round of applause.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. And in Russia, there are 62 40-day Yongsong workshop trainees. Amazing. In Albania, there are 25 Yongsong 40-day workshop trainees. And in Mozambique, East Africa branch, Yongsong workshop trainee, 23 of them. And we also have Heavenly USA. So that's from Mozambique, East Africa branch. And in Cheonshim Won, USA, they are commemorating the 1010th Cheonshim Won special devotion. 1100. Las Vegas, USA, Cheonshim Won devotion. And also in South America, you have shown the video. We have shown the video, and there are many branches joining the Cheonshim Won visual all around the world. I'm so grateful that we are offering devotion with one heart. So we have long-term workshop trainees, 40-day workshop trainee. We had an opening ceremony in this morning. 265 of them, Yongsong workshop trainees, Yongsong 40-day workshop trainee. We have the Songhwa harp workshop trainees, 311 workshop trainees. And we have Taiwanese workshop trainees. We have 676 long-term workshop trainees here in the main headquarters, main training center. So we have Songhwa 40-day workshop training. We have 40 of them from grade 6 elementary school to fourth generation. We have 2 fourth generation here. And we have Hwang senior pastor, Hwang Yun-sung pastor. The son of him is Hwang Bok-ki 교회장님, Hwang Bok-ki pastor. So we have all these Hwang pastors, Hwang Yomi, Hwang Yoon, fourth generation. They are attending their grandfather. We have 4 generations in the main training center. Maybe if they're blessed fast, then we will see a grandfather. 5th gen. So nowadays people live longer than the past, and we can finally see a grandfather. So if you bear life to children, you must give a blessing to them when they pass 20. Nowadays people live past 100. So there may be some parents here in this main training center as well. 아주. So as we pass down the generation, when we say 억만세, we will pass down this generation. That means 억만세. So all around the globe, everyone will become the children of Heavenly Parent. As a blessed family, Heavenly Unified Word will come into a realization. 아주. So we have seen the Heavenly South, Central and South America, Cheonshim Won Corps. They realized the words of true mother, 2nd and 3rd generations all around the world going out to the branches. True mother told to the court. So, to realize true mother's words, these blessed children are striving their best. How much are they striving? They are trying their best to witness just one person. You have seen the video. All around the world, our blessed families will strive to their utmost best and convey true parents' words. I have came into these thoughts. So we have Aaron Mazaros, 2nd gen from Hungary, have shared an amazing testimony. So his older brother passed away when he was 10, and when he was in puberty, the life of faith was deviating. He was deviating from life of faith. There was a spiritual blessing of his older brother. Tremendous grace should have been given, but he had a full of doubt of blessing of spirits. He became an atheist. An amazing, complete doubt was afforded to him. And when we listen to divine principle and lectures about the spirit word, they sometimes realize through as a knowledge that there's a spirit word, but not as a heart that the spirit word actually exists. So there's still parents who didn't give a didn't give a blessing to a spiritual blessing. Some of my colleagues even them are not, they're not giving a spiritual blessing to their children. But Aaron became an atheist, living a secular, earthly life. But still, living an earthly life was not a life of happiness, but came to a self-hatred and a depression. Like to comfort the depression, was comforted by the alcohol and became an alcoholic. When he became an alcoholic, his parents must have been praying for him tearfully. With a tearful prayer of his mother, miraculous thing happened. One person, just one person, let's just request our blessing proposal and blessing for you. At a website, love at the first sight, 아주. And jumped, go to a blessing, and it's the work, water turned into a wine. And now he is devoted for a pastoral couple, becoming a city leader, now laying a foundation, spiritual foundation in this Youngsong workshop. Come to this international Youngsong workshop. So he had a pain in his leg. More pain he has, his life of faith becomes stronger. His faith becomes stronger, bolder. When this international Youngsong workshop trainee challenged for 1,000 bows, with his painful leg, he challenged for 1,000 bows. There he experienced an amazing spiritual rebirth, a resurrection. And there was a miracle of healing. There was a miracle of healing. 아주? His painful leg was becoming worse. But after this 1,000 bows, after 3 days, an amazing work, a miracle of healing was bestowed upon him to Aaron by God from Bethesda pool of Bethesda. A pool of Bethesda. Sometimes to the pool, an angel descends to the pool. And the first person who jumps into the pool will be healed. It's a pool of Bethesda. But if you are to be the one who jump into the pool for the first person, you have to be fast. There were 38-year patient who were suffering from a illness, but like he was not fast enough, where he could not jump into this pool of Bethesda. But Jesus felt empathy towards this patient. Rise up, bring your mat and walk. That's what Jesus told to this patient. And this patient starts to walk. From biblical records, it was a day of Sabbath. In this day of Sabbath, there were some like leaders, Pharisees, who have tell Jesus that you have corrupted the Sabbath. But still, just like a work of pool of Bethesda, Aaron have experienced this amazing work of miracle. So, he has a painful leg. I cannot challenge for this 1,000 bows. He could have Still, he took the painkiller, offering devotion, prayer, and lightly he finished the 1,000 bows and had a complete healing, amazing miracle of healing. So it was not by Ansu, through his testimony. This work of God, Heavenly Parent, and our true parents of heaven and humankind, let us offer our gratitude towards them. And his older brother, who was blessed in spirit word, he had his amazing work of conversing with him. So with the work of God and Heavenly Parent, true parents, and for his wife, he have devoted to cosmos that he will work for his wife, God, and true parents. So if you declare in the training center, it's a declaration towards a physical word and spirit word. He will be the testimony. He will be the witness of God, witness of true parents, as an exemplary model of a second-gen pastoral couple. We are so grateful to him. And we also have Yoon Chan-woo, 22nd Youngsong Workshop trainee as a UPA cadet. So he went on to the Bolivia missionary work. He heard the news of True Mother. He felt so difficult and going through these hardships. And all our members, brothers and sisters all around the world must have felt difficult in this kind of situation, these circumstances. Still, he heard a voice, never give up. He still move on for his mission. If there's any brothers and sisters who became powerless, you must have this conviction that we should never give up. I beg you. So he went back to country. Within the community, there are many difficulties, there are many hatreds, distrust. These difficulties within the community, he became like a social hermit. Still, he rise up again and devoted himself for studies or schooling. So let us rise up again and move forward. Within the community, within our movement, there are so many people full of hatred, distrust, with doubts towards each other. And let's not think that this is bad, but like this is our fallen nature. This fallen nature, we can see that. We have to get rid of it. Aju? We have to get rid of it. We have to cleanse those fallen nature. If we cleanse those, then a heaven and earth will be unfolded. Let's have a hope. Aju? So, he did a hard work on his studies. Ambiguous heart. An ambiguous heart is not qualified to become a Cheonshim leader and graduate UPA. With these thoughts, he joined the Youngsong Workshop. If you become a Cheonshim leader, then if you still have an ambiguous heart, that is no. There should not be ambiguous leader. If the ambiguous leader gives a sermon, it becomes an ambiguous. If you listen to these ambiguous sermons, then will there be a march forwards to Cheonilgu? No, there's not. So your confession is great. That is why this brother's confession is good. And the first reflection on his Youngsong workshop, he felt that the direct education by true father is conducted to him. So if you come to Cheonshim Won special devotion, you must feel and experience that a direct education true father is conducted here in training center at Cheonshim Won. There are many responses of Heavenly Parent in various forms. You must there's some coincidence. You might have felt this is coincidence, but this is not a coincidence. This is a message. This is a love. of God that is given to you from heaven. You're living in a direct dominion of a heavenly parent. Heavenly parent directly educating us. True parents directly educating us. They're leading us. You must experience this feeling, not just by your words, not just like living in a 14 year of Cheonilguk where we substantially attend God as our creator, not just leading our motto by your words, but Heavenly Parent actually educating us. Yun Chan-ut training through his lips, God's giving an education to us. Through our brother Aaron, giving us, through the lips of Aaron, giving a direct education, God is teaching us. So this our brother Yun Chanu, what was remembered from his workshop is 24-hour devotion with one heart, one mind, Youngsong workshop training, offering devotion for 24 hours. We have so many brothers and sisters. In this kind of circumstance, in this kind of difficult situation, how is this possible? This is our hope. This is a miracle. We have felt a hope through the youth and his colleagues offering 24-hour devotion. Do you feel hope through them? 아주? So a gratitude towards our parents, a lacking heart towards our true parents. This is not a coincidence. This is not a coincidence, but this is a love and providence of God, of heaven. I will have an unwavering heart. I will be nurtured and cultivated as a Cheonilguk leader with a resolution, with a heart. In this opportunity, with this opportunity, will change my life. It will be a life-changing opportunity, and it was declared to the cosmos in Cheonshim Won. That is why I believe that he'll be an amazing leader. He'll be a good leader. And a praise offered today, Hyeojong praises are Rise Again by International Youngsong Workshop Training and a Stand Up by Japanese Workshop Training. Let us rise up and stand up, march forward. We have our team leader of Korean workshop, Kim Young-jun, 285th workshop report, loving humanity, loving heaven, and loving nation. It was experienced. The power of one-hour resonance prayer is strong. You have seen that Japanese elementary schooler who have came over this huddle with the encouragement of his classmates. Aju? So even though you don't have a belief, if we gather our hearts and devotion, still happens. But if we gather our hearts, us without original sins, our blessed families and blessed members, a heavenly work will happen. That is why more than 3 people should gather devotion. What happens if 3 becomes 1? If 3 person becomes 1 from True Father's words? We have listened to True Father's words so many times. If more than 3 people gather with one heart and offer one heart chanting prayer, one heart resonance prayer, then what happens is something miraculous will happen. This 3-day resonance mind and body unity workshop training, if more than 3 people gather and offer prayer, you have experienced that in this mind and body unity 3-day workshop training. And we have seen one brother that have you experienced this too? If you didn't come for a resonance prayer workshop, you maybe not have experienced this. Maybe I didn't experience this yet. Still, when this prayer becomes a culture, such an amazing work, Aju. If we offer prayer, Heavenly Parent, we feel that how is it to look at your parents look at our brothers and sisters from the perspective of our true parents, heavenly parent, from the view of heaven, from the view of God. If you only have 3 people, there's no way, there's no reason to rely on. Someone who gives up on their own life, suiciding, there's no 3 people to rely on. Maybe not my father, not my mother, not my husband, not my wife, not my children alone. They have nowhere to rely on. When they have no one to rely on, it happens within our country. 40 people in Korea, there are people committing suicide. Second generations committing suicide sometimes. Then we send off them to heaven with a 성화 ceremony. Let us offer them reliable people. We must have more than 3 people who these people can rely on for them to not give up on their lives. So this Cheonshim Won cultural prayer has to be deep-rooted in each and every respective churches. And there will be amazing work of miracle. True mother, after true father's 성화, there must have a reliable person. There was no one who true mother can rely on. All alone, she said, 나 홀로, all alone. I was all alone. So she was telling our brothers and sisters, offer a Cheonshim Won visual devotion. If there are 40,000 people, if all these 40,000 people becomes a reliable people for True Mother, how much strength True Mother would gain? 40,000, 400,000. Then if it becomes a 4 million, 40 million brothers and sisters gathering hearts and offering devotion for True Mother, then it will conclude the hardship of True Mother. We, our churches, respect all the churches must become reliable churches for True Mother. What if we become the ones which gives worry to True Mother? True Mother says that we must move on. In any kind of circumstance, God's work will be realized. God's work will be fulfilled. Come on. We shouldn't become True Mother's worries. Come on. True Mother's giving us a strength. True Mother's giving us energy. 2 people become 20. 20 people becomes 100 people. They're offering prayer. More people offering prayer. True Mother, please gain strength. 2,300 churches all around the world moving forward, marching forward. Should have been done. 아주? This work of God must be unfolded. We must give energy. We must give happiness. We must give back the glory and joy to our True Mother. So True Mother is saying that I'm here. And True Mother gathering, saying that there are more people gathering, more people praying because I'm here. They're united because I'm here. True Mother asked me a question. We must become one in this kind of circumstance, in this kind of difficult situation. We must give back the happiness. We must give more results. We must move forward. 아주 ceaseless marching. With this heart, true Father will be happy. He will work through us and will get more strength. 아주. Please, I bless you and bless this session to become such a time.
오늘도 너무나 귀한 말씀으로
Let us give President Lee Sung, who gave us spiritual rebirth and gave us strength with his graceful words tonight.